Hey everyone, bringing you guys a new video today on keyboard shortcuts that I think every designer, anyone working in Photoshop should know and should memorize or try to memorize. So today I have Adobe Photoshop CC, that's the latest version. If you do have an older version, most of these, if not all of these shortcuts will and should work, so you should still be able to use it. A lot of these tools you do want to start memorizing if you are just getting started. I'd say this video is for people that are just getting started, or if you've been designing for a little bit and want to start getting more efficient and design a little quicker, a little easier, a little better. So we'll just get right into it. We're going to start with all the control keyboard shortcuts. Obviously on Mac is going to be a different key, so I'm going to have all those different keys for PC and for Mac both on the screen, so whether you're designing on Windows or if you're designing on a Mac, you'll be able to follow this video as well. So we'll start with Control T. Now Control T is the free transform keyboard shortcut, and that will basically give you this free transform box around any object, picture, basically anything that any layer that you have selected. So this is obviously the tool that will, let you change the size of a picture, the size of an object. So very easy. So all you do is just do Control T, and that's gonna give you the free transform. The next one is going to be Control R. Control R basically just, it gives you this ruler on the top and on the left side. So if you want slightly more room, I guess you can just get rid of the ruler. Sometimes it goes away by mistake, so that's, just a really quick, easy way of getting the ruler in and out, or else you're gonna have to go to view and, try to find it here, and you're just wasting more time. So that's to bring up the ruler and hide it as well, which will also give you the guides. Then we also have Control H. Control H will get rid of things like the guide that I just pulled down from the ruler. This will, if you have a bunch of guides on your canvas, it will help you preview a design, so you don't have a bunch of lines going through your design. It's also gonna get rid of these pink smart guides that are popping up. So when you're moving something, it's not very distracting if you're trying to line it up with something. I like to have the smart guides up all the time. It helps with positioning and makes things a lot more accurate. And then now we have Control minus and Control plus. Control minus, Control plus is, it's going to help you zoom in and out a lot quicker, so you're not having to go into view and, zoom in and then zoom out, right? That's going to help you. It's going to help you like zoom in and, make adjustments quick, zoom back out. And if you want to go back, let's say you're zoomed in a bunch and you want to go back to full screen, just do Control 0 and that will bring you to full screen. The next one is going to be Control scroll wheel. So if you're zoomed into your canvas designing and you want to see something that's, out of frame, you can hold Control and use the scroll wheel to go left and right, and then also let go of Control to go up and down. There's also another easy way of just holding space, and you'll be able to move your view around the canvas like that as well, just by holding space and using the mouse to click drag, click drag, click drag. So that's another easy way to move around the canvas without having to, go down here and move this and, scroll up and down. It's a lot easier to move around with that easy shortcut. Next one is Control Y. Control Y is a very minor shortcut. If you're designing with something that has to be printed with CMYK, you can go from preview in RGB to preview in CMYK. You can notice how the blue color in this square changes slightly. You can also see which color mode it's on if you look on your file name right here. It says RGB, CMYK. When you press Control Y, then it goes away when you press it again. The next one is Control and click. So what this is going to help you with is if you have multiple objects or images on your canvas and you can't seem to find the layer, you are able to click on the object. If you see it on your canvas and it's towards the front, you can click it, any part of it. It has to be in the front, because like this, obviously this layer is on top, so it's going to prioritize that layer when you do control click. So that's going to select that layer. Notice how on the side it changes which one I'm currently on when you do control click, and then you're basically able to do that. If you want to select multiple things like these two shapes, you can again hold control, click drag, and it's going to select both. The next one is control D. Now this is for when you have a selection box somewhere on your canvas and you want to get rid of it. You can just simply do control D and it'll deselect everything. Another great shortcut to know is for when you want to copy multiple things quickly, or if you want to save time having to copy objects or images. The most traditional way is obviously right clicking and copying layer, duplicating layer. What you can do is, if you have the layer selected, you can hold Alt and you're able to just click and drag, so it'll create multiple. You're able to just click drag and create multiple objects or shapes or images. What you can also do, if you want to duplicate a layer but you don't want to move the object or image that you're copying, and you just want to keep it stacked on top of each other, you can come over here and hold Alt and you're able to just click drag the layer and move it to wherever you need it. So that's a really quick and easy way of copying the layer without having to right click and duplicate layer. Another very common shortcut that I think most people already know, but it's good to go over it again for some people that might not know, is if you've made a mistake and you would like to reverse it, Control Z is a very easy way of undoing things, instead of having to go up to edit and redo, move, and undo. Another shortcut for when you're using a brush is switching colors on the foreground and background colors right here. So if you have two colors selected and you want to go back and forth, this is mainly for if you're doing some digital art, or if you have a couple colors down here that you want to prioritize, you can simply just press X and it will switch between the colors. Now let's say I'm using the brush and I have a specific color on my canvas or from an image that I want to use. I can simply have the brush tool, hold I, and that's going to give you this eyedropper icon. And what you can do is you can hover over anything that's on the canvas. It'll work for any color, and it'll select that color and give it to you automatically here for you to use. Now, even though you may not be on the brush tool, you're still able to hold I and use the eyedropper tool to click on any photo that you may have on the canvas, or a shape with colors, and you want to grab a specific color from that image. You just hold I, click, and it will give you the color on the foreground square on the bottom left corner here. You can just double click and mess around with this area, adjust it a little bit if you want, but if you do want that specific color, you can just double click and grab the color code and all the other color codes for that. That's going to be it for today's video, guys. If it helped you out at all, please leave a like, and if you guys have any other questions or content ideas, leave a comment down below. And if you guys want to see more content from me, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Peace.